Yep. That is the perfect tool for the job. Oh my God.
Man, it's loose. I think it's hanging on that far end.
Yeah. But if we can actually get it 100% freed up in the corner, maybe the weight will rotate it on that far end, yeah? Or what do you think? He's still holding on just a little bit right here. Oh man. There's nothing to push off of, yeah? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's going.
We're stuck on a water line.
Be careful. Stuck on a water line?
Water line.
You're actually almost ready to go. Come here, check this out. There's
Yeah, I know. I'm worried about it hitting right here on that water line.
Oh, that water line.
Yeah, busted the water
this guy
line.
here. Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, okay, I can, let's push it back over the water line. I can go up and use the crowbar.
Stay back. Oh.
It really wants to go, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's where's that yellow crowbar? I think I can get it to go with that crowbar.
Yeah, you better stay back. Let me yank on another time or two and see if we go.
Okay. I think you dropped your flashlight there.
Oh. You ready?
Yeah. Yeah, there it goes. It's down now, yeah.
When you say that,
It's stubborn. What's holding on? It's just that last board up against the wall that's holding it.
yeah, it's pulling it loose, but
Okay, here you go.
you gotta take a shot.
Yeah.
I loosened it up for you.
Yeah. Who's the man?
You are, sir.
Just kidding. Let's give this guy a yank. Okay.
Down.
It's just hung up on a coaxial cable.
Yeah.
Okay, it's down. I guess yesterday I dismantled them with the sledge because you just give them a couple whacks and they kind of come apart. We could do the Sawzall. It's like, yeah, you can see the shellac marks on the inside of the.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
They just shellac the boards for water or for rot prevention. DIY treated lumber. So we found a crank inside. You crank it and this actuates. It was for blinds that went here. And it's got to go. So we're trying to see if we can get it off there without destroying it. And this is a pass-through. They had a electric heater sitting out here. This was the electric to it. Sat on this concrete pad and blew heat in just for that one little room right there. So once we pull that out, we're just kind of a hole in the wall we need to either brick back in or patch up. So
Give it a try.
Couldn't get it? So here it is on the other side, and you just turn it, and it would actuate that arm, so. I mean, I guess it could just be cut here and welded back on if it was that important.
Yeah.
You know, shorter. So it wouldn't break free. We just had to cut it off, and then we can remove from the gearbox there. We can remove this shaft, and then put this longer piece that we cut back into it. So we're probably able to save it.
Damn thing's 40 feet long, Chris.
Huh?
That damn thing's 40 feet long.
Wow. Because we cut off about what, 10 inches?
Yeah.
Still
That's
that long.
crazy.
Well, the exterior wall is 17 inches thick, so
Yeah.
just the wall to get put through. These boards aren't giving me too much trouble.
Oh, really? That or you're just an animal.
Yeah.
How about lunch today?
My dad brought us lunch, so good time to sit down and take a break.
Can't get that last screw.
That thing's heavy. Let me get it for you.
Okay.
You okay? You need a break?
No, I'm okay.
Oh, there's some like fasteners up there, yeah?
Yeah.
I bet we can pull that down by hand now.
That's what I'm thinking. Should pull out now. There's gotta be one screw holding it.
Yeah, let me watch out. I'm gonna twist it.
That is literally one screw.
I can whack that with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
It's really something else. You walk through this hallway and you can see like through several rooms. And it's actually a pretty good feeling. Okay, so Bob went back to look on Facebook to see if he could find a propane tank for the forklift and a steel door for outside the building, because when we got firebombed, somebody threw a Molotov cocktail through the bathroom window a couple years back. The fire department had to use their giant tools and crush the steel door to the outside. So he's gonna look and see if there's something we can use as a replacement. So hopefully something will come with that, but yeah, he's got the evening off, and I'm really glad he's here. That guy is awesome. So that means for me, I gotta finish cleaning this room out. Okay, last little pile to pick up. So there's the big reveal. It's a little bit dark in here, but let me see if I can turn the slider on for you guys. So we got that water line coming up and coming over. We're gonna have to do something about that. And already, now that all this stuff is out of here, it's starting to feel drier. It doesn't feel as wet, so that's really awesome. Man, it's been a really tough day, and I'm so proud of what I've been able to accomplish on this trip. We've got 2 or 3 different spaces completely cleaned out, and this is another space that's just at the blank canvas stage. So someday soon we're gonna have bathrooms here. So this week we're gonna go and see if we can get them to turn on the water. Bob's gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna run like crazy and look all around and see if I can find any leaks or any catastrophes. So stay tuned for that, and yeah, rapid videos, next thing. So it's like a never-ending flow of new challenges. This door is never actually operated correctly because this hinge, as you can see, separates. So we need to like take it off, move it up the door, and then re-secure it to the wall. Because of the looseness there, the door tips down. So, and right now we're having a problem because this actuator is not lifting this pole up enough to free up the door to open. Oh, there we go. You did it, Bob. Finally. Okay. So, yeah, this door, oh yeah, this door frame is split. Look how bad that is. That's why.
They've already moved that hinge once. I think it was maybe there. Yeah, there's the original.
You can see the previous holes. That's not good, yeah?
It's not horrible.
It's not horrible? I thought it was pretty horrible.
Yeah.
What can be done there, do you think?
We're gonna have to cut this piece of wood out,
Okay.
and we'll replace it.
And that's not the actual faceboard, so it won't.
Right.
Okay. Well, I got plenty of wood, and I also got a thickness planer, so we can get it to exact right thickness if we need to. Whenever we do a project like this, I get scared because once this comes off, we have to get it done. Otherwise, it's going to be open. So keep your fingers crossed. Wow, that's a working man's backpack right there. Okay.
We got Flat and Phillips and
You can be the surgeon, I'll be the nurse. You say which tool you need, and I'll flip it into your hand. Good job. you think that this door has been here since 1919 without being removed?
Oh, it's obviously been removed because you can see where it's, the hinges have been moved and stuff, but.
Yeah. And I don't think that this particular section was here in 1919, so. But it's been there a while, needless to
Been there
say.
a while.
And this was the day.
You know, I'm not sure, Chris, but that looks like that's been cut right there. Like they may have replaced this before.
It looks like just plywood.
This one looks all one piece.
Yeah. That's just plywood right there, like a sheet of plywood covering that, right?
I think that's part of that 2x.
Oh.
But what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the Sawzall and we're gonna saw right down this
Okay.
and just take this piece completely out,
Okay.
cut a new one and put it in there
Okay.
and just replace it.
So while I'm getting this guy off, Bob's taking the original lock off. Just down the road is a locksmith, so we can take it and see if we can get a key to the original lock to the door, which would be awesome instead of this whole padlock situation. But if we do that, then I gotta make sure I always have a spare, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not like a padlock where you can just cut it off and then go get another one from
Right.
Walmart. So. Okay, so we got this door basically off. It's got a little screw is barely in there, and then this thing here is holding the top. So, should I go ahead and remove that as well? You think?
To get the door open up, we'll have to at some point.
Okay. I wonder if it's better to disconnect it from the door jamb or from the actual door. Oh yeah, from the door jamb. So we got the lock out.
So we're gonna have to take this apart, make sure we can get these plungers working again before we have a key made, because if we can't get these working, there's no point in having a key to it.
Okay. The good thing is, it looks like it's pretty simple to take apart.
You know, they seem like a very simple lock, but when you consider that they've lasted 100 years,
Yeah.
they must have done something right.
I don't think anything these days lasts 100 years.
No.
No, I mean nothing. Yeah.
Taxes.
Taxes. You know what I'm learning from all this is not to be afraid of stuff. Just get in and try to figure it. Yeah.
Here's what my motto's always been. It's already broke, so you can't break it.
That's true. Yeah.
So
But I can find a way to make things worse. That's the problem. I can make them worse.
my uncle used to always say, they told me to cheer up, things could be worse. He said, I cheered up, sure enough, things got worse.
Yeah.
I think a little bit of lubrication, we might be able to make that work.
Okay, cool. It's kind of working now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Let's see here. Oh yeah, they're popped out now.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So all that does is lock into here. And then when you retract that, then that opens the door.
Or you hit the crash bar.
Yeah. Yeah, even if the door is locked, the crash bar should always unlock the door.
Okay.
Because if there's a fire or anything and the outside door would be locked, you still have to be able to exit.
Yeah, they require that for
Yeah.
fire code. Yeah.
Then when you turn the lock into the second position, this dog slides over. And now if you hit the crash bar, it'll still work. When you hit the third position, it'll keep the door open, so it won't lock.
And each of those correspond with the key position, right?
Yeah, the turn of the key. So you
Okay.
got 1, 2, 3 positions.
Okay, cool.
So we're ready for the locksmith to see if he can do something with this. So I'm gonna run this up to him.
Okay.
Where are you at on yours?
I just need to. Which one do you think is better to disconnect? This guy or the?
Well,
Or can it actually stay?
I started to say, if it were me, I'd just leave it. You can kind of get
There's
it.
only one little screw hanging right there at the bottom, but it spins, so it's going to come out.
Can you maybe pry a little bit and see if you can pry it out of there?
Yeah. I'm about to turn the camera off. Yeah, so. Let's see. Okay. Now it's just standing there, and we can get into work on this door jamb. This is the problem. This is split, and then the screws pulled out, and so the door was out of position. Look how pretty that is. Worn and that is heavy. That is quality. Okay, so tragically, the bottom of this door has also been eaten out by termites. So as much as I'd love to leave that baseboard on, it's just got to go. I mean, the bottom 15% is completely missing. So the plan is to remove these two boards out here, then go with the Sawzall right along this edge and get that out of here. We'll put a new board in and then a new face board. And I'll do my best. Probably won't be on anytime soon, but I'll do my best to find a similar color. It'll never look like that. Not for another 100 years, but I'll try to get as close as I can to that and paint that so that it won't draw the eye. All right. So here's what we were talking about earlier. This piece of wood, we got to come in with the Sawzall or some kind of cutting tool and cut it off so it's exactly flush with this line all the way. Then we can put a new board here that would come down, and then a face board as well. See what Bob found out. Was it closed?
Nobody there in the building's for sale.
I was going to be surprised because I've never seen people park there. So there has to be a locksmith in town.
I wonder if, yeah, either Charleston or Mattoon, maybe there's. Yeah, except down there where, down there and there.
Where it's not cut. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a working.
Good. So we need the table saw to get the rough approximation of the new piece for the door that we're cutting before it goes to the thickness planer to get the exact width there, because it's an old table saw. So Bob needed a new switch because he's rewiring the power saw. I've been having problems with it. And I just knew that the minute I stopped looking for a new switch, I was going to find 50 of them. But just when I was about to give up, I found one. The building provides. Dude, I cannot believe that thing fired up. Because it had to be the distance, right? Mm-hmm. So the cable was like, 400 feet away. And I just could not get that. It wanted to work, and it would just like barely turn the blade. And we brought it up here closer with less extension cord and plugged it in, and it just started right up, so. Okay, cool. So right now we've got it wired without a switch because the switch is broken. You just plug it in and it turns on. But it works. Almost lost an arm when it rolled over, but we got the switch hooked in. New switch. So hopefully that's gonna work, right?
Yeah.
It'll work. Okay.
Yeah, there's your old one.
What happened to it? Oh, it just
I don't
broke?
know. It just broke internally.
Okay. Well, that's the plate we could use. Maybe. Hold on. We did so much filming today that the battery died, so, but trust me, we used the table saw and cut out this piece here, which is just the right dimensionality for it. And we're gonna pre-drill the holes and then sink in the framing screws to hold that. How many screws do you think? 5?
Is that all the way? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay.
I think I was a little angled on that last hole, so I'm gonna. Okay. Alrighty. I have no idea. So that thing was causing us a lot of problem. We bound it up because it's got a lot of tension on it. And now we're trying to get the door in position so we can mark where the hinges go. So now I'm going to learn how to chisel out a space for a door hinge. And this building is nothing if not an opportunity to learn random stuff. Useful stuff, but stuff that I have somehow managed to not learn my entire life. And not without effort. Just do the outline, yeah?
Yeah. And you can do this side with a utility knife. I usually just hack them.
Well, this makes sense to me, but the part where you're digging it out from the opposite side, how do you control the depth or the width so it doesn't go deep? That's the angle you hold the chisel at?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you do it, the sharper you're this way, the deeper it's going to go. This way, the more shallow it's
Oh, you do
go.
it from that face. I thought you were going to do it from the other.
So you can kind of control
Then you hit that
how
stop
deep
there.
you're going to go.
Okay. I thought you were going to wrap around from the other side and knock it out. So.
I mean, you can take a little or you can take a lot.
Okay, cool.
And if the wood's real soft, you can pretty much just,
Do it by hand.
yeah. That chisel's pretty sharp.
It should be. It's brand new.
I mean, that's
Well, it's not new. I call it new old stock.
That's pretty much all there is to it. You don't have to worry about it being super smooth here as long as your depth is close,
Okay.
you know.
So we were able to get a hold of the guy. He's a retired guy that does the locksmithing. And I think he lives right next to the building because he said, well, come on over. And then the first time we went, he wasn't there, but now he is.
ain't too far. We don't have any gap here.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah.
Oh, screw the hot.
Is that about
Yeah.
somewhere in there?
Right there, yeah.
Okay.
This door works for the first time in 3 years. When we first got the building, it worked, and then it started sagging. And now it works again. So that's pretty awesome. Bob also showed me there's this mechanism in here with a hook that releases this little thing. You pull this back.
Yeah, it's not catching very good. I need to work on it a little bit, but
So this comes out, and this ring drops down this pole. It goes there, and then it stops this crash bar from opening. So if you want to make it operate, you raise it up and then hook it under there. Like, oh, there you go.
yeah.
Yeah. Does it fall? Wow, it's really close.
Yeah, it's supposed to stay
Do it
like
like-
that,
yeah.
but it may just even be worn
Or
out.
this might need a spring to make this
Yeah.
pop all the way out
Yeah.
a little bit. So, okay, so
This rod needs to go back in here.
the locksmith called, and I think we have a new lock ready to go, which is awesome too. So just picked up the keys, and he was aware of us and what we're trying to do, and so he gave us antique keys for the antique lock. So isn't that awesome? Really nice of him. I don't see a business name. A1 Charleston Lock and Key. So. Check that out. He gave us antique keys with the lock.
Oh, that's really cool.
Nice, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on now?
Okay, I got the crash bar pins in.
Okay.
I got that. This I drilled, but
It's just not lining up.
yeah. I think what we need to do is take this loose, shim behind it a little bit to bring it out, instead of trying to drill that hole, because we're
Oh,
mighty close to the edge of that.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Just put a little shim behind it.
Okay.
All right, I guess I'll start trying to put this lock back together.
Should I just go around looking for something that's the right size for the shim?
Yeah, like an old piece of tile or something, maybe.
Okay.
It's not going to take very much, I don't think.
Okay, I'll find something.
Oh, see, I've got it loose, so it's in right there, so it's not going to take much at all.
Okay, cool. Bob,
Sir?
I have officially installed my first shim. I think.
That's a beautiful thing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. This one's stuck together.
My hands have not looked this grubby in a while.
We are tantalizingly close to having this done. Does it work or not? It works good. You gave me that weird look. I was like, is that a we succeeded, or is that all we failed?
Now here's what I don't like. See how there's just nothing left here.
Uh-huh.
There's Allison texting me. I wonder, you know what carriage bolts are?
Yeah.
I wonder if we shouldn't use carriage bolts and put nuts on the inside here.
Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't look as good, but I don't think there's enough wood there to keep this thing in place
Not
anymore.
enough meat there.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go get some bolts?
No, I mean, we can put it together for right now, but I
Okay.
kind of think we should. They had these big bruisers in there.
Because what's on the other side? So in that case, just drill through it on through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it'd clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Here's the funny thing.
But then if you have that, then somebody can unbolt it, right? Like they
No,
can.
because it's just a round head on the outside.
Oh, get that kind, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a carriage bolt. Here's the funny thing. Obviously, you know, this was owned by a plumbing company at one time.
Uh-huh.
See these bolts right here?
Uh-huh.
Those are toilet bolts that hold a toilet to the floor. Because there's the nuts that you see on top of your toilet that holds it down to the floor.
Well, you learn something every day. I gotta say, after being here, my toilet knowledge is in
Far superior to what it used to be.
It's in growth mode for sure. I heard it click.
Oh, so now it's locked open.
Well, that's position 3, right?
So that's locked open.
And there's lock closed, and the middle is neutral, right?
Now it's locked.
This works. Okay, cool.
So the crash bar still works, but it's locked on the outside. Now,
That will be so convenient for leaving at the end of the day, right? Like,
yeah, you can just pull it shut.
push it shut and it's locked. This is the...
Yeah.
Ugh! So close.
See all this?
Yeah.
Those need to go. They added that, I guess, when everything
those
was all
spacers?
wonky. Yeah,
Is that the only thing that's hitting?
I think
Pull
so.
it shut again. Let's look in. Yeah.
Or is it
it's-
going to hit down there?
But it's gonna. That's gonna be tight right there. Look at that. But yeah, that is definitely hitting. So we can take those spacers out. Yeah.
Well, worst come to worst, we can plane the doors down.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like they've already done that once
Yeah. Yeah.
at that exact place where it's rubbing.
But our door is fitting nice. I mean, the opening, everything looks good on the door.
Okay. Nice.
So,
So it's just barely too wide. But if you close them at the same time, that closes just fine. But that is a tight fit, but it works. The doors work. Unbelievable. So anyway, because this has been broken the whole time. This door's never really opened ever for us anyway. So that one can stay closed. But in a pinch, they work.
yeah, a little bit of planing,
Uh-huh.
and we got it.
Okay. Well, that just leaves one last task, Bob. Getting this ugly buster off of there.
Yeah.
And that's the dessert. Getting that off. Okay. Now, that's not pretty, but
Yeah, but
we could put door pushes or just anything there, right?
like some of those brass door things,
Yeah, or whatever.
that or just puttium and then more like a barn green, I think.
Okay, so the bottom of that door is wet because it would rain and it was splashing from out here. So it actually might be a good idea to like varnish the bottom of that or whatever if the water's going to be splashed on it.
Well, we need to go find a piece of pipe and extend that gutter down, even if it's galvanized, some old galvanized pipe, and get that gutter in where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
And get it draining right.
Yeah, that's an easy task.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any shortage of pipe around
Oh
here.
yeah, I just took 9 truckloads of it to the scrapyard. So okay, so Bob, one of these is for you. Take your pick. Which one you like?
The magic
most?
one.
The magic one. The one that works. You take the one that works. So.
Yeah, we are so close.
Yeah. So, but now let's lock it and see. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Okay.
Shallow this is right here.
Yeah, it's not really chiseled out. So we noticed that the metal on metal is rubbing a little bit, and there's an area down there that's super tight. So we're just gonna do a little more chiseling. I think I'm using the chisel backwards, but at least it's flat now.
You might take a little bit up this way. That looks a little bit high. Okay.
And then just to here?
Yeah.
Okay. So